Hello there. Today we will start in a simple cross-legged position, aka Sukasana or easy pose. So cross-legged, find your sit bones. You can remove any flash out of the way. Make sure the sit bones are nice and grounded. Rest your arms nicely over your thighs. Your elbows are resting comfortably under your shoulders. Spine is lifting. Weight of your body is evenly distributed between both sit bones. Then close your eyes and relax your jaws. Relax your facial muscles. Feel the energy coming from your core, from your pelvic floor, all the way up your spine and through the crown of your head. And here, take a moment to check in within yourselves. Just to quickly observe how the body feels today. From toes all the way to the crown of the head. Not judging, but taking note of how is the body today. Any tightness, any signs of tiredness, whatever it is. You just observe, you just one more time take note. And then after you finish scanning your body, you bring your awareness to your breath. How am I breathing today? Watch the rhythm of your breath, the intensity of your breath. Watch the many movements your body makes in order to breathe. Feel that rhythm. And then slowly and gradually you start to make your breath a bit deeper, smoother. You inhale fully and pause at the top of your inhalation. Then exhale fully and pause at the bottom of your exhalation. Spend a few moments here, observing that rhythm. Nice and full and smooth inhalations, followed by deep exhalations. And then you simply open your eyes. Support yourself and change the crossing of your legs. Place your right hand on this mat by the side of your body. Inhale, extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale with palm facing down, glue your left sit bone to the floor and extend your left arm over your head and towards your right. Stay here for a moment and feel the expansion of the left side of your body. And then come back to center. Left hand on the floor by your side. Glue your right sit bone up as you extend your arms, your fingertips towards the ceiling, then over your head, palm facing down. Imagine you have lasers coming out of your fingers, so power on your fingertips. Nice expansion of the right side of your body. And then we're back to center and we do it again. Inhale, expand. Exhale, move. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper, but keep your chest open. Keep your sit bones glued to the floor. Both sides of your body are long. And then the other side. Don't forget your neck here. Your neck is also part of your spine, so don't let your head drop. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. And then we're back to center. From here, rest your hands over your legs, over your thighs. And then we're going to do a few cat and cow motion here. So you're going to inhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis forwards, you're going to bring your chest up, shoulders away from the ears, look up. As you exhale, you're going to bring the chest back, tilting the pelvis back, shoulders towards the ears, arching the spine. Inhale, expand, open up. Exhale, curve here. Inhale, pelvis tilting forwards, chest lifts, shoulders move away from the ears and towards each other. Exhale, shoulders moving forwards, chest sinking in, belly button down. Few rounds at your own pace, at your own time, trying to find the movement of every bit of your spine here. And feel the shoulders moving with it. And then we come back to center. Support yourself with your hands behind you and cross your legs and place your feet in front of you. And then from here, bring both your knees to one side, to the right, and both knees to the left. Have your feet a bit wider than your hips here. Give it a bit more space. Left and right a few times. Maybe you'll find that is better, it's more fun, it's accessible to do that without the hands. And feel the movement on your hips, strengthening the hips as well as opening up. And then from here we come back to center. Show to you on the other side. Keep yourself supported by your hands. Bring your feet a little bit closer to you, one hip width distance. Press down with your hands and lift your hips off the floor. Keep your inner thighs hugging in, so keeping your knees in the same line as your hips. And then draw your knees forwards as you lift your heels off the floor, stretching your toes. I like to have my hands a little bit closer to me here. And then we're stretching and we're bringing movement to the feet. But I also feel a stretch on my quads here as I draw my knees down towards the floor and forwards. Keep your lower back nice and long here. And then you're going to roll back on your toes, placing the heels down, draw the knees towards you as you lift your feet off the floor. So your bottom is just hovering here. Feel free to sit down if that suits you better. And then place the toes down, roll on your feet, heels up, knees forwards. Lengthen the front of your body. And then roll back, heels down, toes lift. And we go back and forth a few times in this motion. Focusing the movement on your feet. And as a bonus, you get that nice stretch on the front of your body. Also, you might feel the stretch on your upper arms as well, on your chest area. This is a bit of a reverse table position, isn't it? Nice. And then from here, if you have blocks nearby, you might find easier to do that with the blocks. Yeah, I'll show with the blocks first and then I'll show without the blocks. So using the blocks here, you're going to lift your bum off the floor, bring your knees forwards, and then slowly walk your hands so your arms are in the same line as your hips. You can bring the blocks into a higher position here, and then you stay here. Try to keep your heels in the same line as your feet, so your heels are not wobbling in or out. And if this is a bit too much for you, always welcome to bring the heels down, the knees down. Same without the blocks. We stopped here, and then we roll all the way, and then fingertips, walk until you're balancing nice and tall. Breathe here for a moment. Try to keep the heels above the toes. Nice. And then we bring the hands down and lift your bum up, bring the heels down, widen the space between your feet, soften the knees, and release the head down into your Uttanasana. Nice and soft on the knees, soft on the legs, focusing on lifting your sit bones up, drawing the spine down, lengthening the spine down, release your neck. Then you can grab your elbows here and create a dangling motion. Gently stretching the sides of your body. And change your crossing and keep dangling. Then come back to center. Place your hands on the floor. So I'm going to take these off. Now it's getting a little bit hot. So place your hands on the floor. Pressing your palms down. And then walk your feet back into your downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent to start with. Concentrate on pressing your fingertips down, especially that thumb edge of your hands. Thumb and index finger edge. Press the floor away, lift your sit bones back and up and lengthen the spine. Heels are off the floor here. Bend the knees quite a lot and focus on lengthening your bottom back and up. The neck is the same line as the spine. And then keep the left heel up, draw the right heel down. Then bend your right knee, and then lower the left heel. And keep pedaling your feet here. Still lifting your sit bones upwards. We're walking the dog. And then we come to center. Draw the heels down, but they don't need to be touching the floor. You want to open the back of the legs, but without losing the shape of your lower spine. And now we lift both heels and bring both heels towards the right side of your mat, toes pointing left, so your feet are kind of parallel with the back edge of your mat. And then to the other side, heels to the left, toes right, and heels right, heels left. Few times side to side. And then come back to center. Keep pressing the floor away from you. Inhale to lift your right leg back and up. Flow into the feet, so spread your toes, lengthening through the ball of your right foot. Lift the left hip, lower the right. Keep your hips nice and level. And then you're going to bend your right knee. Imagine you're going to kick your bottom with your heel. And turn your body towards the right side of your mat. Your knees pointing upwards. So your right hip is above the left. And then come back to center. Re-extend your right leg. Then place your right foot on the floor. by your left, down dog. Now, inhale, extend the left leg, try to grow as long as you can here. Floating the foot, bend your left knee, and then turn towards the left side of your mat, knees facing upwards. Then come back to center, re-extend your left leg, place your left foot down, right leg goes up, free leg dog. Now, flex your foot, rotate your thigh outwards, and then bring that right foot towards the right side of your mat. Straight leg, extend your heel as far away as you can. Then bring that foot down, then send it up again. Then rotate your thigh out, then send your leg to the right, and then down and up. Rotate, out, and downward facing dog. Now inhale, extend your left leg up, flex your left foot, rotate your thigh outwards, then bring your straight leg out to the side, then down, then up, rotate, out, down, up, rotate, out, down, dog. Now inhale, bring your belly button towards your spine, push down on the mat as you bring your knees down into tabletop. Exhale, pointing the feet, press your mat away, child's pose. Inhale, arching the spine, broadening the space between your shoulder blades, tabletop. Tuck your toes behind you, exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Tabletop, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, dog. And then we stay here for a couple of breaths. Focus on creating a nice triangle shape with your body. Pressing the heels downwards, lifting the sit bones upwards, lifting the front of your thighs, scooping your lower belly in. Now walk your feet towards your hands, back into your Uttanasana. Have your feet as wide as your hips, soften the knees, lift your sit bones, and then let your head be free. Let your neck be free. And then pressing these feet down, tuck the tailbone in, and curl yourself nice and slowly all the way to standing. From here, we're going to grab a block if you have. If you don't have a block, you can always grab yourself a blanket. I can show that with my jumper. It's not ideal, but you get a blanket here, roll it up, and then you're going to place it in between your thighs, right at the top of your inner thighs. I'm going to use my block here. Get nice and high, flattest side. Look at your feet, have them parallel to each other, and squeeze your block in with your inner thigh. So you're going to feel your core muscles engaging here. From here, lift your toes off the floor, spread your toes. So you're pressing the ball of your feet down. And then bring your toes down. You claw the mat a little bit. Feel the contact of your feet and the mat. And now, feel the inner thighs raining. Feel the engagement of your inner thighs. And feel a gentle engagement of your outer hips. Inhale, extend your arms over the head. Remember the laser from your fingers, energy on your fingertips. Reach upwards. As you carry on reaching up, you lift your heels off the floor, strong on your ankles. Keep squeezing the block. And then from here, bring your hands in front of you. Bend your knees and send your hips back and down into a version of chair pose. Keep lifting the heels up. And slowly release the heels down. Still in chair. So you feel your hips going back a little bit. Bring your knees back a little bit. And then lift your heels up. Nice and strong. Keep squeezing that block. Reach up towards the ceiling. And then slowly and controlled, bring the heels down. Inhale. Reach up. Use every muscle on your legs to keep yourself stable. Keep squeezing your block. Bring your hands in front of you. And then send your hips back and down into chair. Keep the low ribs in. And then slowly release your heels down. And then bring your heels up over your toes. Slowly and controlled, reach up. Go as high, as tall as you can. And gently lunge your heels down. Last time. Inhale. Heels up. Try to keep your ankles from moving sideways. Squeezing that block as much as you can. Bring your hands in front of you. Bend the knees. Chair pose. Then slowly release the heels down. Chair with the heels down. Low ribs in. Squeeze the block. Heels up. And go towards the ceiling. Grow nice and long. Slowly release everything. Hands by side. Shake up if you wish. Put the block out to the side. And then standing at the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. Exhale, soften the knees, fold forward. Then inhale, you can bring your hands either to your shins or fingertips in front of you. Bring your body parallel to the floor and straighten your leg into the Uttanasana. Then exhale, soften the knees again, Uttanasana. Inhale, step your right foot all the way back. Then place your right knee on the floor and watch the alignment of your front knee here. So make sure, we're going to do a lot of this today, so make sure your knee and your heel are in the same line. And from here, we can use the blocks here to help us out. I'll show with blocks and without blocks. So with blocks, place the blocks under your shoulders. Tuck the toes behind you. Level the hips. Send that left hip back, right hip forwards. Keep this spine nice and long. And then as you inhale, lift the right knee off the floor, creating a nice long line with your whole body. Lengthen your right heel away. Lift the front of your right thigh upwards, so it's hugging your thigh bone. And again, the knee is in the same line as the heel. And then slowly, as you exhale, lower. Without the blocks, I like to use my fingertips. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, lower. Keeping the hips in the same line. Inhale up. You're gazing forwards as well, so your neck is in the same line as your spine. Exhale down. Inhale up. Press your hands down on the floor and then send your left foot back to meet your right into plank. Option to bring the knees down to the floor here to start with. Bend the elbows in the same line as your wrists and lower your body nice and slowly, pointing the feet behind you. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lift your chest into baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes behind you, belly button towards your spine. Reverse your press up into downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your right leg back and up. Exhale, step your right foot through between your hands, runner's lunge. Watch the alignment of your front heel and knee. Lengthen through the back heel and then gently lower Your left knee on the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Nice and controlled. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And then use your toes here to help you to create momentum, to step your left foot all the way forwards into Uttanasana. Inhale into your Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale into Ardha Uttanasana, hands on the shins, fingertips on the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your left foot all the way back. Watch the alignment again of your front knee. Keep the hips level, keep the spine long. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, lift from the front of your thigh. Exhale, down. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, back to your runner's lunge. Press the hands down. Push the floor away to step your right foot back into your plank. Knees on the floor. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and away from your ears, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Push the floor away. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches back and up. Exhale, step your left foot through between the hands. Watch the alignment of your front knee. Lift, lengthen from the back heel. And then as you exhale, lower your knee nice and gently. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Use your back toes here to help you to step your right foot forwards into your Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Now, we welcome to use the block again, or we can just focus on drawing the knees towards each other, yeah, but they're not moving. So when you firm the knees towards each other, you're going to feel your outer hip muscles waking up. You're going to feel your inner thigh muscles waking up. Keep that engagement. Engage your core here. Keep your body nice and tall. Tadasana style, mountain pose. And then inhale. Extend your fingertips, laser towards the sky, upwards towards the ceiling. And then lift your heels off the floor. Grow nice and tall here. Firm your thighs. Lower the hips, back and down as you bring your hands forwards. This is like a flagging, isn't it? So you're counterbalancing here. Keep lowering the hips and then lower the heels. Nice and slowly. So you feel your hips drawing back a little bit more now. Keep your knees going back. Keep your low ribs in. Then strong on your calves. Lift your heels off the floor. And then nice and slowly reach up and gently lower your your heels down. And release your hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Then inhale, step your right foot all the way back into your runner's lunge. Don't forget the alignment of your front leg. Exhale, gently and controlled, lower the knee. Inhale, hips level, lift the knee up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, back to your runners. Press the hands down, push the floor away, tuck in the foot and then send it back, the left foot back to meet the right plank. You can still keep your knees off on the floor or off. Lower into your chaturanga. All the way down. Point the feet behind you. Inhale. Roll into your cobra. Exhale. Belly button towards the spine. Push the floor away. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Extend your left leg back and up. Free leg dog. Exhale. Step your right foot forwards between your hands. Runner's lunge. Now, step your left foot forwards and out a little bit. So there is a diagonal line on your left foot. Keep the right knee above your heel. Press down with your feet to rise up into your warrior one. From here, bring one hand to your sacrum, one hand to your navel. Bend the back knee and tilt your pelvis back. So you're trying to concentrate on lengthening the sacrum, lengthening the tailbone towards the floor, keeping the torso nice and neutral. Keep that, and then you lift the front of your thigh, press the back heel down, and go towards straightening the left leg. Bring the left hip forwards, right hip back, and then arms up, lengthening from both sides of your body. If you wish, you can look up. Nice and strong on your legs. Press the big toes down. Lovely. From here, look forwards and then turn your body towards the left edge of your mat. There is still an external rotation of your right thigh. Your left foot is now more or less, like your left heel is more or less in the same line as your right. Toes in, straighten the right leg, rotate your right thigh out, and then press the toes down as you lift your right heel off the floor. So you feel your calves working here. From here, you're going to keep the calves nice and engaged as they are, and you're going to gently lower the heel down. Send your left hip towards the back of your mat. Extend your right arm forwards. Reach towards the front of your mat. Try not to hyperextend your knee here, so micro bend your knee if you feel that your knee is going. And then place your right hand on your shin. Extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. You can keep your hand here. You can lower all the way to the floor. You can use your blocks here. But keep your left shoulder above the right. And keep your shoulders away from your ears. Option to look towards your left hand. Feel the lengthening of your left hip going towards the back of your mat. The top of your body going towards the front of your mat. Trikonasana. Now look down. As you bend your right knee, slide your right hand up to your warrior two. Arms out to the side. Option to widen your stance here. Again, the same alignment of the knee, right above the heel, rolling the right thigh outwards, sending that left hip back as your right hip goes forwards. Keep the tailbone tucked in, keep the shoulders above your hips, lasers on the fingers, open the chest. Warrior two. Now, bring your right palm to face up. Inhale, extend your right arm up towards the ceiling as your left hand goes down your leg. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down by your right foot. Rotate your left heel out and we're back into runner's lunge. Use your back foot to help you step in your left foot forwards into your Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. So, look at your feet. Feet parallel to each other and hip width distance. Engage your inner thighs, drawing your knees towards each other without moving them. Engage your outer hips here as well. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Exhale, lift your heels off the floor. Breathe here. Then, nice and firm on your legs. Remember the break between your thighs. Bring your hands in front of you. Send your hips back and down. And slowly release your heels down. Send your knees back a bit if you need to. And then lift your heels. Slowly reach up. And then slowly release your heels down. Arms to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, send your left foot all the way back. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Press the hands down. Push the floor away. Send your right foot back into your plank. Exhale, lower into Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, send your left foot back and up. Exhale, step your left foot through between the hands. Runner's Lunge. Step your right foot forwards and out a little bit. Keep the left knee above the heel. Press down with your feet to come up with your arms. Warrior One. So let's do that same thing again. One hand on the sacrum, one hand on your navel. Tilt the pelvis back. Bending the back knee. Keep the neutrality of your torso and then going towards straightening the back leg. Lengthening the back heel down. Lifting the front of your thigh. Bring the right hip forwards, left hip back. And then extend from the sides of your body. Send your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Look up if you wish. Warrior One. Have a breath here. And then keep reaching up with your hands as you turn your body towards the right of your mat. So adjust your feet. So your heels are in the same line. Left toes is still pointing up. Knee straightening the left knee. Keep your shoulders above your hips. And then press down with your toes to lift your left heel off the floor. Waking up those calf muscles. Keep these calf muscles awake. And then bring your heel down. Micro bend your left knee if you're hypermobile here. Like me. And then send your right hip back towards the back of the mat as you send your left arm towards the front of your mat. Reaching up with your right. Find your chin and keep your chest nice and open as you start sliding that left hand down to whatever level is comfortable for you. Trikonasana. The option to look towards your right hand. Feel the lovely stretch of the right side of your body. Keeping the left side nice and long as well. Now, slowly draw your gaze down towards your left foot. Start bending your left knee, still reaching up with your right hand as you slide the left hand up into Warrior Two. Option to widen your stance. Firming on the right leg, pressing the outer edge of your right heel down. Open the chest, nice and energetic on your fingertips. Breathe here. Now bring your left palm to face up. Inhale, nice extension of the left side of your body, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat by your left foot. Turn your right heel back into your runner's lunge. Step your right foot forwards between your hands, Uttanasana. Inhale into your Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. One more time. Always the option to bring the bricks to you into the brick into action here. Inhale, reach up. Heels off the floor, fingertip, toe, tippy toes, sorry. And then keep the engagement of your inner thighs and outer hips. Draw your hands in front of you as you stand. Whoops. Send your hips back and down into a chair pose. Now lower the heels slowly. Sending the knees back. Slowly and controlled. Lift the heels up. And then start straightening the legs, reaching up towards the ceiling as you gently land your heels back down. High pose. Now, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, step your right foot all the way back into your runner's lunge. Exhale, lower the knee. Keep the hips level. Watch the alignment of your front knee here. And you can do what we've been doing so far, having the hands down or the hands on the blocks. Or you can come up, making sure your heel is always under your knee. Level the hips. And let's do it no hands, if you wish. Toes tucked in. Inhale, lift your right knee up. Exhale, gently controlled lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands by your foot. Lift your right knee off the floor. Send your left foot back into your plank. Exhale into your chaturanga. Inhale, you can go up dog if you wish. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your right foot back and up. Exhale, step your right foot through between the hands. Now, rotate your left heel inwards, so your left foot is parallel to the back of the mat, toes in. 90-degree angle on your right knee. Inhale, cartwheel your left arm up and controlled into your warrior two. Open the chest. Lovely. From here, you're going to bring your right palm to face up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, you can either rest your forearm on your thigh. Keep reaching up with your left hand. Or you can find your blocks and place them under your hand. Or you can get your fingertips or your hands to the floor by the side of your right ankle. And keeping both sides of your body nice and long. Rotate your palm so it's facing away from you. And then bring your left arm over your head. Left shoulder is above the right. Nice and long line up the left side of your body. Trikonasana. Keep standing that right knee towards your elbow. And now from here, if it's comfortable on your shoulders, bring your left arm back, then down towards your left foot, then down by your right foot. Rotate your back heel into your runner's lunge. You step your left foot forwards. Uttanasana. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Feet parallel and hip width distance. Toes nice and engaged, calves, everything on your legs engaged. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift your heels off the floor. Go as tall as you can. Then bring your hands in front of you as you start bending your knees and sending your hips back and down into chair. Now control to draw your heels down and then lift your heels up. Nice and slowly. Reach up and go nice and tall. And then slowly release it down. Hands down by your sides. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, send your left foot all the way back. Watch that right knee above your hip. Exhale, left knee on the floor. Again, option to keep your fingertips down or your hands over your block. Option to bring your hands to your thigh. So as I come up here, I kind of lose the angle of my front knee. So I'll bring my heel back a little bit, making sure that knee joint is supported. Keep the hips level, toes tucked in behind me. Inhale, come up into a crescent lunge. Exhale, nice and slowly and controlled, landing the knee down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands by your foot. Lift your left knee off the floor. Step your right foot back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot back into your free leg dog. Level the hips. Exhale, step your left foot through between your hands. Then you're going to turn your right heel in. Toes is slightly in, foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Keep your left knee above your heel. And then use your right arm here. Press down with your feet. Cartwheel your hands into your warrior two. Nice and strong on your legs. Nice and open on your chest. Fingertips extending to opposite directions. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. Now, left palm face up. Inhale. Slide your right hand down as you extend your left arm up. Exhale. Either version of your Paschimottanasana here. Keep extending your right arm up towards the ceiling. Resting your forearm on your thigh, or left hand on the block, or left hand down on the mat. Keep the chest open, shoulders in line with each other. Rotate your right palm to face backwards, and then extend your right fingertips. Extend your right arm over your head. Keep the chest nice and open. Keep sending that left knee towards your left elbow. Now, if it's comfortable for your shoulder, bring your right arm back towards your right foot, then by your left. Rotate your right heel, way back into runner's lunge. Send your right foot to meet your left, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Now, keep your feet parallel, hip width distance, nice and firm on your legs. Inhale, press down with your feet to rise up with your fingertips. And then exhale, engage your calf muscles, engage your inner thighs, lift your heels off the floor. Try to keep the control of your ankles here. Helps gazing into the floor, into somewhere static in front of you. And then nice and slowly, bring your arms in front of you. Lower, send your hips back and down. Chair pose. Slowly and controlled, lower the heels. And then come back into your tippy toes. Keep concentrating and reach up with your fingertips nice and long. And slowly release your heels, release your arms. Inhale, come up with your fingertips one more time. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen into your Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale into your Uttanasana. Inhale, send your right foot back, level the hips. Runner's lunge. Exhale, lower the knee. Bring your hands to your thigh. Adjust the angle of your back foot. Again, you can always keep your hands, if your knees are not happy with it, you can always keep your hands on the floor. Then, nice and long torso. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, watch the quads, controlling the movement. Inhale. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach up with your hands. Exhale, rest your hands either side of your left foot. Lift your right knee off the floor. Inhale, step back into your plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, inhale, send your right foot all the way back. Exhale, step your right foot through between the hands. Now you're going to step your left foot forward, kind like a lot shorter stance than we've been doing before. It's about 2 to 3 feet distance between your feet. Here, if you have the blocks, they are very useful. Place them under your shoulders so your hands are resting over your blocks into its highest setting. Keep your right knee bent to start with, and then send that right hip back, left hip forwards. Pressing the left heel down, start straightening your right leg. The blocks are useful here because you want to keep a nice nice neutral line of your spine. You want to keep your sacrum nice and long. We're trying to avoid that hunching here. Yeah, so creating some height, even that way, is very useful. But if you do not need the blocks, fingertips are here. Keep lengthening the spine. So imagine someone is pulling your hips towards the back of your mat and you're reaching forwards with your chest, with your head. Now, if you're having the blocks, rebend your right knee, block on the block, and then bring those blocks into a lower setting. Keep the right knee bent, keep the right hip back, left hip forwards, and start walking your hands or your blocks as far away as you can towards the front, over, past the front of your mat. Now, from here, when you reach the furthest point, release your head. So you try to rest your torso over your right thigh. And then from here, you're going to start working on straightening that right leg. Breathe. Same counter stretch. Hips drawing back. Head going forwards. Arms going forwards. And then you rebend your right knee. Walk your hands or your blocks back by the foot. And then we walk our hands towards the left side of the mat. Walk your feet, so your toes are now pointing towards the left. You can widen your stance here. Toes in, heels out. Hands under your shoulders. Lift your sit bones. Firm the front of your thighs. Firm your inner thighs. And keep your body parallel with the front of your mat. So if you need to bring your blocks into a higher level, that's good. That's great. Otherwise, actually from here, with block or no block, you can lower the blocks, lower a little bit more. And then you can get rid of the blocks altogether. Keep lifting your bum up. And then you feel free to soften the knees here to bring your hands in the same line as your feet. And then use your hands here to press down, to Lift your bum even higher as you draw your head down towards the floor, so your crown is pointing directly downwards. Prasarita Padottanasana. Shoulders away from the ears, nice and broad. Then walk your hands forwards again under your shoulders. Turn your right toes towards the front left corner of your mat. Walk your hands by your right foot as you deepen the bend. As you bend your right knee, you're going to rotate your left thigh outwards. So your left toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And you deepen the bend on your right knee into a side lunge. So feel free to use your hands here to support you. And you don't need to go that high. You can go as low as you feel comfortable with. Using hands or no hands, like I said, you can do the no hand challenge. Slowly bring your sit bones down towards the floor. Take a sit. Now comes the front bend. Come up again. Bum off the floor. Hands towards the front of the mat. Rotate your left thigh in. And we're back into our runner's lunge. Step left foot forwards into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen into your Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, release. Then feet parallel and hip width distance. Press the feet down as you inhale, reach up, laser fingers up towards the ceiling. Keep growing taller as you lift your heels, you'll come to your tippy toes. Wake up your calves, wake up your outer hips and inner thighs as you start lowering your hips back and down into your chair pose. Hands in front of you. Then slowly and controlled, lower your heels. And as slowly as controlled as you lower them, you lift them up. And start bringing your hands up again towards the ceiling. Gently release. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, step your left foot back into your runner's lunge. Exhale, lower the knee. Option to keep your hands on the floor. Option to bring your hands to your thigh. Now, adjust your stance as you need it. Tuck the toes behind you. Keep the hips level. Inhale, lift your left knee off the floor. Exhale, lower. There's not much pressure on my hands here, by the way. Inhale. It's all on the legs. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down and controlled. Inhale, reach up with your hands. Exhale, place your hands by your right foot. Left knee off the floor. Press down on your floor with your hands. Bring your right foot back into your plank. Exhale, lower into Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left foot back and up. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Right foot steps forwards and out a little bit. Quite a bit. So, very short, not very short, but short distance here. About 2 to 3 feet between your feet. Bend the left knee, stand your left hip back, right hip forwards. Again, you can use your blocks here to create the extra height you need in order to keep your spine neutral. From here, straighten the left leg. Send the hips back as you lengthen the upper body forwards. Watch the hypermobile knees here. Keep a micro bend, engaging your calves here. And then we rebend the knee. Walk the hands on your bricks, like lower the bricks, and walk then forwards, past the mat. When you reach the longest place, the longest point you can get, release the head down, resting the torso over your left thigh. Send the left hip back, right hip forwards. And then straighten, work towards straightening the left leg. Again, counter stretching through the hips and the upper body. Then we rebend the left knee, walk the hands back, and then walk the hands towards the right side of your mat. Toes, feet follow. Widen your stance here. Have the toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Hands under the shoulders. Lengthen. Press the heels down as you lengthen your sit bones up. Firm the front of your thighs into your thigh bones. They're hugging the thigh bones here. Lengthen the body, keeping it parallel with the floor. And then welcome to bend the knees. Then walk the hands into the same line as your feet. And you can use a slightly different version here. You can grab your ankles, elbows out to the side, shoulders away from the ears. You can interlace your index and middle finger around your big toe and draw the crown of the head towards the floor. Or you can stay with the hands down, whatever your body feels happy with. Wherever you are, keep sending the sit bones up. Keep releasing the spine downwards. Prasarita Padottanasana. Now we slowly release. Pointing the left toes out towards the front corner, right corner of your mat. Walk the hands by your right foot. Bend that left knee as you start rotating your right thigh outwards. So now your toes are pointing up. Try to keep your ankle nice and solid here. So some people will have that tendency of bringing the inner ankle forwards here. Try to press the outer edge of your ankle down and keep some stability there. You can use your hands to support you, or you can be hands free. Now slowly and controlled, bring your sit bones down. You can do that as often as you like. Of course, you can do more times as well. If you're enjoying here, you can just go up and down for a few moments, press pose. It's really nice hip strengthening exercise. Now, come up, hands on your hands. Place the hands by the front of your mat as you start rotating your feet back into your runner's lunge. Step your right foot forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale into your Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. From here, we're going to make our way to the floor. So we're going to lie on our back with the knees bent. Bring the heels as close as possible towards your buttocks. Keep your feet parallel and hip width distance. Nice and firm on the ground. Actually, if you have a block, let's bring the block into action here. Flattest edge between the thighs as we did. If you don't have the block, you can use your blanket here. Keep squeezing that block between your inner thighs. Hands by the side of your body, palms facing down. Inhale, press down with your feet to send your hips up, squeezing that block in between your thighs. You can keep your hands where they are, you can stay where you are, lengthening the tailbone towards your knees. Or you can interlace the fingers behind your back, tucking the shoulders underneath your body. Pressing the hands down, creating a little bit more lift. Keep squeezing that block. Bridge pose. Then you slowly release your hands and we lower from the upper back all the way to the lower back. Now place the block out to the side. We're going to roll up to seated. You can do that with knees bent or legs straight. I think the straight legs is a bit easier. So you try it for yourself, see what works for you. Arms over the head. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll up to seated. Now we've got two options. Yeah. First option, you're going to cross your legs, making sure the right leg, right shin is on top. Find your sit bones. Grounding your sit bones. And then inhale, extend your body upwards. And as you exhale, starting the movement from your hips, you fold forwards. And you can walk as far as your body is happy with. You can use your blocks here to create support for your head. And we stay here. Relax the arms once you're there. Or if you've got quite a nice hip mobility, if you're quite open on your hips, you can flex the left foot, rest your shin on the floor in front of you, flex the right foot, and then place your right shin above your left. Sit bones resting. Fire log. Yeah? Keep the feet flexed. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, can say movement starting from the hips. And then you walk your body, your hands forwards as far as your body is happy with. Stop when your body says, please stop. And then you can rest your forearms, release your head. Create some support for your head. So if you're quite low here, you can always place one fist on top of the other. You can have your blocks. You can place your forehead down, whatever height works for you. But whatever you are, you want to feel the stretch on your outer hips. You want to create as much length as possible on your spine before you let it go, before the natural curve occurs. Relax here, breathe here. Find that nice rhythm that you worked on at the beginning of your class. Inhaling from time to time to create length. And then exhaling to release even further. Then slowly we come up, whatever position we are. Support yourself with your hands behind you. Release your legs. And then we do the other side. So if we're going to the Sukhasana, cross-legged position, left shin is on top. And again, same thing we do. We ground the sit bones, lengthen the body up to start folding. Before we start folding, we're creating that space in between the vertebrae. If you're going for the fire log option, flex your right foot. So your right thigh is rotating outwards to rest your shin on the floor. Then flex the left foot, rotate your left thigh out, placing the shin above the right. Then sit bones glued to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding from the hip joint. Place your hands in front of you. Walk your hands forwards. And then when you found that point, when you found that line, you stay there and release. Release your head. Support your head if you can with a block, with blankets, with your hands. But try to keep your neck in the same line as your spine. It's easier to relax that way. Shoulders away from the ears. If you're on fire log, make sure you're lengthening the heels outwards. Even in your Sukhasana as well, keep the outer edge of your feet down, lengthening the heels outwards. Relax here for a few moments. Then gently come up. Support yourself. Release your legs. And then we make our way down again. So legs straight or knees bent. Shorten that space between your low ribs and your navel. And slowly uncurl to lie on your back. Bend your knees if they're not bent yet. Bring your heels as close as possible to your sit bones. Welcome to use the block or not. If you're not using the block, firm your knees towards each other without moving them. Wake up your outer hips. Wake up your inner thighs. Place your hands by the side of your body. Press your feet firmly down as you lift your hips up back into a bridge. Option to interlace the fingers behind your back, tucking the shoulders in. Lift more. So again, the knees are in the same line as the hips. Lengthen the tailbone towards the knees. Engage your bottom muscles. Engage the back of your thighs. And then nice and slowly release your hands. Release your body down. Arms over the head. Straighten your legs or keep your knees bent. Start rolling yourself back into seated. Straighten your legs if your knees are bent. Lengthen from your heels. Toes are pointing upwards. Sit bones rooted. Inhale, arms up. Create a nice L shape on your body. So keep the sacrum in. Folding from the hips. Bring your hands down. And then whatever you are, you can walk your hands forwards as far as you can. And whatever you want to stop, wherever your body asks you to stop, you stop, release the head. You feel free to grab your feet, the outer edge of your feet here. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the body. Uttanasana. You can grab your wrist here. Make a fist with one hand. Grab your wrist with the other. If that is available for you today. Whatever you are, make sure you relax now and let gravity draw your torso down. Don't force it. Keep lengthening from the inside edge of your feet. Keep your neck long. Keep your breath soft. Relax your facial muscles. And then we slowly come up. Legs straight on knees bent. Start rolling down to lie on our back. Give yourself a big stretch. And then bend the knees. So I'm going to move the blocks out to the side here so they're out of the way. You're going to bring your arms down to the side. Palms facing down. Keep your legs together and draw your knees as close as possible to your chest. Now keep the knees hugging in. And then you're going to bring both your legs towards your armpits, then down on the floor on your right. Rest here for a moment. Bring your gaze to the left. Then we come back to center. Bring your legs all the way to the left. Keep them as close as possible to your chest. Then we gaze right. And close the eyes. Nice and relaxed. Then keep your eyes hugging in. Bring them back to center. Now we're not going to rest then on the floor. You're going to bring both your legs to your right, but you're just going to let them hover off the floor. Keep hugging it in. And then back to center. Legs to the left. Hug them in. Back to center. You can do this again, or we can straighten the legs and then bring them all the way to the right. Let them hover. And then send them all the way up to center and all the way to the left and towards your left hand. Let them hover. And then back to center. Place the feet on the floor. Hip width distance. Release your arms. And then lift your right leg off the floor. Flex your right foot. Let the right thigh rotate outwards. And then rest your right shin on your left thigh. Gently press your right thigh, right inner thigh out, away from you. Keeping that right foot flexed. This might be plenty for some of us. Or if you want a deeper stretch, you can lift your left foot off the floor. Interlacing your fingers behind your left thigh, hugging the legs towards your body. If you're a bit more open on the hips, you can interlace your fingers over your shin. Keep the right foot flexed, keep the sacrum down, hug the legs nice and close to your body. And observe here, is my neck relaxed? Are my shoulders relaxed? Am I lift my sacrum, my tailbone off the floor? Am I isolating this stretch onto my outer right hip area? Or in order to achieve a deeper shape, or whatever shape I want, I think is the right one, and I am compromising somewhere else in my body. Whatever you are, make sure you relax. Making sure we're actually targeting the outer right hip here, and everything else is happy. And then we slowly release the left foot. Keep the right foot flexed. Bring the right knee out, then rotate it inwards and place your right foot on the floor. Now, lift your left foot up, flex the left foot, rotate your left thigh outwards, rest your left heel on your right thigh. Gently press your left inner thigh outwards. And then stay here if you're happy here. Or lift your right foot off the floor, interlace your fingers behind the thigh, or interlace your fingers over your shin, whatever you're comfortable with. And whatever you are, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your throat is soft, the back of your neck is nice and long, your sacrum is heavy to the ground. We want that movement to happen from your hip joint, not your knee joint. That's why I make that really exaggerated motion with the thigh rotation outwards, inwards as we come in and out of the pose. Slowly release your right foot down. Again, saturated motion. Left knee out with the foot flexed. And rotate the left knee in. And place the left foot on the floor. Press your arms out to the side. Do a few rounds of windshield wipers. Releasing further. And then when you're ready, bring your feet together. Bring your arms over your head. Extend your heels away. Extend your fingertips away. Go nice and long with an inhalation. And as you exhale, let your thighs roll out. Let your arms rest alongside your body, palms facing up. Shoulders relaxing down. And just let go here. Let the ground carry you, support you. All weight. Feel the points of contact of your body in the ground. And let these parts yield with the ground beneath you. Relax. Soften your facial muscles, your throat, chest, belly, hips, legs and arms. Let it go completely. You have the option to stay here a bit longer if you wish. Or if you're ready, you start deepening your breath. Start wriggling your toes and fingers. And then feel free to stretch. Bring your knees to the chest. Give them a nice big hug. Circle the knees as you wish. Massaging the lower back. Or you can just rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, roll onto a side. Stay here for a few more moments. You can support the side of your head with your hands. Relax the legs. Keep the eyes closed. Enjoy milking all of this stillness and peacefulness you just created within yourself. And then when you're ready, as slow as you can, start making your way up into a comfortable seated position. When you're there, close your eyes one more time. Bring your hands together in your heart center. And then as you inhale, lift open your chest. Exhale, bow your head in a sign of respect to yourselves, to your practice, and to the all the beautiful things in your world. Thanks for practicing with me today. See you soon.